So I wanted to make one quick last news update video before I take off for my vacation tomorrow, where I'm going to be out of town for the next week, and unfortunately unable to make any updates or posts or videos regarding any news for the channel. Something pretty cool is it appears as though Star Wars Battlefront 3 and Kingdom Hearts 3, two of the biggest games on the plate, upcoming sometime, before the end of the year for Battlefront, and who even knows when for Kingdom Hearts 3, are going to be showed at Disney's D3 Expo, which is going to happen in August between the 14th and the 16th. So this is pretty huge for me for really just one reason, and that's Star Wars Battlefront. I've definitely talked about that game a couple of times. Initially, I was a little bit worried with the reveal, but obviously most of my fears, or at least most of the important ones, were assuaged after seeing what they showed at E3. I am beyond pumped for the game. I'm the biggest Star Wars fan in the world. You've heard me mention it a couple of times. I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for this, but I'm not a huge Kingdom Hearts guy, even though a couple of pretty cool people here on YouTube who I know will probably be insanely offended at the idea of me not being a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, but I'm not. However, I've got nothing against it. I've dabbled in Kingdom Hearts, and it's great. I totally get why it's awesome, and I know it's a massive deal and a massive, massive release. So it's pretty cool that both of those games are going to have a presence at D3, as well as Star Wars Infinity 3.0, or Star Wars Infinity, sorry, Disney Infinity 3.0, which is featuring Star Wars for the first time, of course, since Lucasfilm was sold to Disney in 2012, unfortunately. And that's pretty big news. Randomly, I'm really not that excited for Infinity, and it's too bad because I know that those are pretty good games, and the Star Wars stuff looks awesome. It's just because it's Infinity. It's Disney Infinity. It's not just a Star Wars game, and so, I know I should be more excited for that too, but I'm just not. I don't really care. But I'll be excited to hear about it, and it's cool to know that all three of these games are going to be having a presence at D3 this year, which again is in August. Now, what's interesting about Battlefront and Kingdom Hearts are what's being alluded to. So let's see. There was a quote. Let me pull this up right here. The show will apparently feature never-before-seen gameplay and trailers, including an in-depth look at Battlefront, so I'm really excited for that. They do also mention special surprises, quote-unquote, regarding Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I feel like it's ridiculous not to assume that the special surprises for Kingdom Hearts 3 are going to be the inclusion of the Star Wars lore, Star Wars universes, galaxies, and locations, and also characters from Star Wars. Obviously, that's going to become a huge presence in Kingdom Hearts 3, and the game is going to be all the better for it. So I think that that's pretty cool, and it might even be the game that forces me to just pick up and play the series. I don't really care that the third game would be the first one that I play from beginning to end. I've dabbled with 1 and 2. I have a semi-decent grasp on the story so far, and I really just want to play Kingdom Hearts 3 if Star Wars is included. If not, then I'll just enjoy hearing other people talk about how great it will probably be. Battlefront, this is apparently going to be the first time that gamers might actually be able to get their hands on the game. I don't even think any press got their hands on the game at E3. I could be wrong. I know it wasn't on the show floor, but sometimes in those circumstances at E3, a lot of the press outlets will manage to get behind closed doors sort of viewings and hands-on time with big games like that. And to my knowledge, no one did of Battlefront, so I don't think anyone outside of the developers have been able to play the game yet. And so it's really cool to know that some of the press, some of the public at the show would actually be able to try Battlefront 3. So I'm expecting big things of Battlefront coming out of D3. I definitely want to get some real hands-on impressions, both from the press and from, just regular everyday gamers and show attendees. I think that's really cool. There's going to be some stage presentations at D3, which play out very similarly to E3, but on a smaller scale because it's specific to Disney's little world there. And so, I know that they're going to be showing off the new trailers and never-before-seen gameplay and stuff like this quote said for both of those games, I guess, and including Infinity 3.0 as well. But again, I'm not really concerned about that. It's really Battlefront and Kingdom Hearts that are the big deals here. And so I just don't know. I'm hoping to get more confirmation of locations that we already know about, characters that we already know about. And we know that there's a free DLC update pretty soon after the launch of the game that's going to feature the Battle of Jakku. Jakku is it's the desert planet that was featured in the first teaser trailer, I should say, for episode 7. Just a couple of months ago. So it's cool to know that they're including some Episode 7 content, some new trilogy content soon after launch. I'm really excited to find out more about that, hopefully coming to the game down the road. I also have my theory that there will be prequel content that's going to be DLC soon after launch as well, since they've decided not to include any of that in the original game. I feel like all of the prequel trilogy and new trilogy stuff will all be DLC related things for Battlefront after launch. And that kind of sucks, but at the same time, because it's Star Wars, I'm kind of like, well, if it's not like egregiously priced, I probably won't mind buying it. It is cool that, again, the Battle of Jakku stuff is free. So I think there's like one map or one mission or something that is free right after launch, and hey, that's cool. I'm not going to complain about that. I do think that all this stuff should probably be included, but hey, it's 2015. It's an EA game at this point. There's going to be freaking DLC, and if it's handled like mediocrely well, I'm going to give it a pass because it's Star Wars and just be excited for it. And I'm sure we might even get more details about that at D23. I'm sure they'll spend a lot of time on the gaming aspect of these properties, Battlefront and Kingdom Hearts, and kind of get into why we should be excited for them, you know. And sadly, I don't know too much more about Kingdom Hearts to kind of really give any more, you know, assumptions or guesses or theories. I know a lot of people might be disappointed with that because everyone and their mother loves Kingdom Hearts. Again, I don't have a thing against Kingdom Hearts. I actually wish that I had played those games. Part of my problem with Kingdom Hearts is that I'm just so behind. So it's so daunting to think about going through Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and I know they just made a re-release of them, and I've considered a couple of times maybe picking it up, but I just don't know. I have so many other games that I'm always going through, and I just don't know. Maybe if I see that Kingdom Hearts 3 really will be a game I know I need to play because of the Star Wars stuff, I might be able to force myself to go back through Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but man, the games like that, I just struggle to complete. I start a lot of games like that, and I don't go back and finish unless they're amazing. You know, and so I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. So sadly, like I said, I just can't give any more theories on Kingdom Hearts 3, but I'm excited to find out more. I'm really excited for the Battlefront stuff. I think that it's cool that D23 every year has more and more of a reason to kind of share the gaming space and get people excited about the gaming side of media. And Disney's had a huge presence in gaming going back decades. I mean, in the NES, they made a lot of games too. So they've been doing it for a long time. Nowadays, a lot of their properties, especially now that they do have Star Wars as well and all the Lucasfilm properties, they really have a lot to provide in the gaming space. So I think it's cool that D23 can do that, as well as push forward the movies, the shows, the toy lines, and all these other things that Disney does. So, you know, again, August 14th through the 16th, just next month. Actually, it starts a month from today. It's July 14th today. So 1 month from today, D23 starts, and over that weekend, we are going to be getting some information on Battlefront 3 and Kingdom Hearts 3 and Infinity 3.0, which I just realized are all part 3s of their respective series. That's pretty cool, too. So, yeah, I'm really excited. You know, can't wait for Battlefront. It's going to be one of the best games coming out November 17th this year. Kingdom Hearts 3, no release date as far as I know. Are you guys excited about this? Are you big Kingdom Hearts fans, Star Wars fans, you know, Infinity fans? I know there are tons of fans of that out there as well. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. I think it's pretty cool. Again, I go on vacation tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to update the channel or make a video for about 7 or 8 days, unless something major drops and I can just do like an iPhone update, you know, where I just film myself on my iPhone and upload it to YouTube from there, which I've only had to do one time, and I don't like doing that stuff. But if I had to, if something just completely mammoth dropped, like, oh, a new Metroid game, you better bet your ass I'm going to find some time to make a video about that, even while I'm out of town and traveling. So that's what's going on. You know, share your guys' thoughts, how excited you are for Battlefront and Kingdom Hearts and D23 and all these great Disney things and Lucasfilm things and Star Wars things. And hopefully you guys are good without a video update for me for a week. And yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to catch you guys on the flip side since I'm going out of town. Again, this is Rob of Rule of Two Review. Thanks as always for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys next time in about a week for another video.